set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers as a set to get started. Off we go from Lumen Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers come out and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a couple. A tight end in motion now. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
30-yard line.
Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Now, Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Seattle.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. And he will have the Seahawks first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short. Gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Open, left side is Barner. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Cooper, touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
They run once more with McCaffrey. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Niners first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
On the play. First downs.
We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Purdy now on 2nd down. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Going to be throttled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Purdy. That's caught. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. This one complete to Bourne. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. A big play for Seattle. That goes for 58.
Seahawks, first down. First down and goal to go.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out on top. 14-0.
49ers nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Move wide, get this one complete, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On comes Thomas Morstead as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. To return, it's Shaheed. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. first and 10. Here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. It is 2nd and 6. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from 34 yards. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Really impressive way to close out this first half. I mean, you think about it, Mike, they come away with points. They leave virtually no time remaining for their opponent to possess the ball. And on top of that, they get the ball first coming out of the break, so they'll get a chance here to double up points if they can have a good opening possession of the second half.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
On play action, here's Darnold. Taking off, and he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. That one on target to Cup. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. 3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The first down pass. He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go play action with Darnold. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Lutz. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
Here's Walker. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Darnold. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Of the gun, here's Purdy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Purdy. Open man there. It is Bull. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, 49ers.
A gain of 13 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike, and I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Pass caught by Pearsall. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's caught by Bourne. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now Purdy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. He'll get this out wide. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. They'll try and run it with Walker. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On second down, Purdy. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Niners first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
Is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with first down. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and inches. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Alfred Collins on the stop. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners' 4-yard line.
One more time with Walker. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
On the stop.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.